So man, what do you think you're gonna show in the Instagram stories? Your rehearsal? What is it like? It's a phone rehearsal?
No, it's like it's a friend of mine who's a saxophone player. He is trying to put together this funk project, funk band.
Cool.
And so we're trying to record some promo material. And I made some arrangements of some songs, and we're gonna try and record them today. Or actually, I don't even know if we're trying to record it today. We're definitely rehearsing, and if the rehearsal goes well, maybe we'll get some initial content, and then we'll go from there. But it's funk, and
Funky?
yeah, it's funky. This friend of mine is obsessed with the saxophone player called Candy Dulfer. I don't know if you know her. She's actually also from Holland. She's a great saxophone player. So we're playing 3 songs from her that I arranged, and then we're playing a song from Luis Miguel.
Man, I know Luis Miguel.
Luis Miguel is amazing.
Yeah, it's like it's funny that you said that, man, because he's Mexican.
Yeah.
And I grew up listening to him. My mother would play him all the time. All the time. So funny that you said that.
Yeah.
What song are you playing? Suave?
We're playing Dímelo en un beso.
Oh man, that's a really I was just thinking about that song last night.
Really?
It's amazing. No, I'm serious. Because I was remembering that I was talking with a friend who also loves funk. He plays the bass, and I would send him this Luis Miguel songs, and they all talk about love. So I was like, maybe this guy's got to think that. but I was like, just listen to the music, man. And one of the songs that I sent him was Dímelo en un beso, because the bass line, man, dude.
Yeah, I know. I just transcribed the whole thing, so I know. It's amazing. So tight. Everything sounds so good, and it's like incredibly, at the same time, simple, but effective and beautiful, and like so well done. And his voice is incredible. So it's amazing.
Yeah, it's super cool, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm a super big fan of him. Like, he's like, he's known because of his production quality and his voice. And he's almost like a saxophone player with his voice. Like, it's cool, man. How did you pick up the song? Did he pick it?
He picked it up because he lived in Peru for a long time, and he's a saxophone player and producer. My friend Jen, and he like produced a lot of music down there in Peru and worked with a bunch of artists. And I think at some point, like, he met Luis Miguel. I don't know if he played with him, but maybe just met him, and like he's always been obsessed with him and with the, like you said, the quality of his productions and arrangements. And so, and he, with this funk project, he's trying to target South America too. And so we thought having some Luis Miguel would be a good option.
Is there a singer as well?
There is no singers.
Oh, okay.
It's instrumental. So he's gonna play the melody with the sax.
The sax.
Yeah.
It's a really cool song to play a melody with the sax. Yeah. You have a lot of freedom. Yeah, with that song. It's. What do you think? It's a simple It's a simple like song, or
it's the chord progression is not too hard, but it's just like there's so much feel. Yeah. And at the same time, the chord progression is not too complicated, but the harmony is very rich. So. Yeah, it's very cool. And then there's a synth solo in the middle section. So I love it.
Oh yeah. It's I always figured out what was that instrument, but it's a synth, right?
I think it's a synth. Pretty sure it's a synth.
Yeah. I'll make sure that I play that song in the Spotify Music and Talk.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah. It's and that. Did you also listen to the album or just that song?
Just that song, because I didn't have much time, and he was like, "Can you make arrangements for these songs?" So I had to like scramble to get arrangements together.
Yeah.
I didn't have a chance to listen to the whole thing, but I did some other transcriptions of Luis Miguel, also for like arrangement and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And some of those songs are amazing, and some of those are a lot more involved in terms of like harmony and chord progressions and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
It reminds me of like some of the Disney soundtracks.
Yeah. Yeah. In that sense, they're very, because it almost feels like it's like an orchestral fusion.
Yeah.
You know, it's everyone. The drummer is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just so many little things, so many details that every artist, every musician in that band adds to the song.
Mm-hmm.
That's, I think, what makes it amazing. I think the guitar player, Kiko Cibriani, he's the arranger. He's like the musical director, and he's from my city. So, man, it's amazing that you mentioned that.
Yeah.
I'll send it to you, Peyton, because it's I'm obsessed with this guy as well.
It's great stuff.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Nice, man. So it's going to be like you're planning on release it on Spotify and
You mean the funky stuff?
Yeah.
No, it's gonna be more like a YouTube maybe
Oh.
kind of thing, and it's gonna be. We're just gonna use the videos we record to send it to like promoters or event planners and organizers. Try and get gigs more for live gigs.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Kind of reminds me of there are like two sax players that are playing on everywhere, and they dance like with a beat. And I think this is this tall guy and the woman they play a lot. Like they also played with Scary Pockets. Do you know them?
Oh yeah, I know Scary Pockets. I don't know. I'm not sure about the saxophone player, the tall guy. But yeah, I know them. I know the Scary Pockets.
Yeah. They make a lot of covers, and like they're really good as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I want to hear that rehearsal, man.
Yeah. a little snippet if we sound good.
Yeah. I'm sure, man. I'm sure. Are you playing the solo?
No, I think he's playing the solos probably.
Okay.
Or maybe the guitar player. I don't know. I'm more focused on the comping side because I need to. I'm gonna be playing two keyboards, and I'm gonna be using like layered sounds. So I'm probably gonna have like Rhodes and pad in the lower keyboard, and like kind of like strings or bells up in the higher one. So I don't think I'm gonna do any solos for this one. I'm gonna let the guitar player and saxophone player do their thing.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's its own thing as well, comping, no?
Oh yeah.
In terms of man, because with keys, I think that sound design started with keys, no? Almost like maybe. And do you have anything that you go for, or like, do you think about, like, because for example you said about layering sounds? Is there like a thought process that you go through?
Yeah. So actually, I just went to Mexico. I told you, right?
Yeah.
So a couple of weeks ago, I went to Mexico, and I was playing a wedding gig, and I had like to prepare some patches because in a wedding gig you get to play everything. You get to play like Afro-Cuban music. You get to play reggaeton, straight American pop, or South American pop too. Whatever, boleros, everything. You really play everything, and so you need to have a bunch of sounds that you're ready to use. So my thought process is, I like to have two or three pianos. One is an acoustic piano, one is a Rhodes electric piano sound, and another one is a EP bell. I call it EP bell kind of sound. Which are going to be my basics, and then probably like a Hammond Hammond organ.
Mhm.
So this one are my basics, and then on top of that, I like to layer a string patch
Okay.
and a synth pad patch, and then in addition to that, I probably will need like a lead synth lead sound. So these are my go-to sounds, like 4 basic keyboards, piano, Rhodes, electric piano, and organ, and then layering strings, pads, and have a lead sound.
Mm.
That would be a basic patch or a basic patch that I would use.
Yeah. Do you like program in a way that at the same time you're playing, let's say the lead, the synth pad also plays?
Yeah.
So that
for that, I would need to do like more work at home. So say if I had to go play a gig and I knew the set list and I knew that every song had a different arrangement, I would program a patch for every song.
Yeah.
So for example, an example that comes to my mind is like Africa from Toto.
Yep.
Yeah.
So in that song, you have to play a synth pad as your basic sound, like for chords, and then you're gonna have like a solo, it's kind of a written solo. So it's not an improvised solo, but you have to play that thing in the middle section, which is like flutes and mallet, like a kalimba kind of thing, or marimba. So in that case, I would probably program my keyboard in a way that like I have maybe like a Rhodes and the pads in most of the keyboard, like the lower side and the middle side, and then up high I will have like the other sounds. So when it's time for that solo, I don't even have to press any button. It's just like I go up the keyboard and play it over there, and then go back to playing the basic harmony.
That's cool. So, yeah.
But if you don't have time, you just like I didn't have time in that wedding gig. I just had like the patches, and then on the keyboard I used, which was a Montage 8, like Yamaha Montage. You can like, there's faders. So you bring out the fader of the piano, and then if you need strings, go with the strings, take out the strings, bring in the organ, take out the organ, just.
So more like a mixer DJing. Thing. Yeah. Did they send you a list of songs that you wanted to play, that they wanted to play?
Man, yeah, they did. And it was like 150 songs.
Wow.
Like you had to play the full song?
Well, yes, but like obviously I knew that we were not going to play 150 songs, because like 150 songs is like a full day, like 24 hours of music. But they like the bride and groom just couldn't decide, and so the band leader just sent out all the songs, and we're like, be prepared to play any of these. And I was like, okay, great. But then like a few days before, they were like narrowing it down, and they sent charts, which is also like
very helpful.
Yeah. So we had charts of some of them, most of them, but some others were just like. And also, like, the set list kept changing, and even during the concert, like literally during the playing, they were like, "We're supposed to play a song," and then they go and tell you like, "Oh no, we're going to do this other one." And so you have to scroll in your iPad and find the chart.
Was it a band that you played with them before?
It was first time. And actually, I was subbing for another pianist.
Oh, okay.
And so I just like, went down there, played with them once.
I mean, like in that case, I mean, you know so much that you can do it easily and play with others, and they also were good, no?
Yeah, and you just have to, it's a wedding. It's not a real like concert that people are there to listen to you.
Yeah,
they're there to have a good time, and you're just playing the songs. So it's not, you don't have to make it sound like exactly like the recording. Yeah.
They know it's not the recording, so it's live, and they can just, and they're drunk as well.
Yeah.
Everyone is just happy for the bride and groom.
Exactly.
Yeah, man, that's good that you got to go to to Cabo and have a good time, man.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
That's amazing, dude.
Cabo was great.
Cabo was great.